free NFL picks. This is action here for Sunday, November 19th. Tony T, our NFL pick show here for Sunday action, features all 12 games, 4 games to just a couple things. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have free NFL picks updated all season long. Free picks every day from all the major sports. Make it a great time to subscribe, and also if you would support our channel with that like, that thumbs up, we greatly appreciate it. Then visit Tony'sPicks.com. We're our multi-capper site showcasing top performers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers. Get signed up to some of our long-term passes. You'll find some of our hottest cappers up here on the board for the year. Joseph Schultz, Hollywood Sam on fire, Chauncey as well. Last 3 days it's been Daniel, Sam, Sean Dinwiddie, Nick, Chauncey doing great work up there. Tim, good day yesterday. GM, click the links, get signed up to our long-term passes. You'll find our latest print picks here center of the page. In the center, you will find our tabs here for our best bets, our $15 premium pick, multi-packs, and more, making it a great time to subscribe. And of course, you'll find here down below our pick ticker there with team versus team information. And you can save 20% off all premium pick packages when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Access our page by clicking the link in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, get signed up. Always love hearing from you guys. You can post your picks in the comments. We are looking for cappers. Apply on that home page. All right, let's go ahead and let's get this one started. Cardinals and Texans NFL pick here for Sunday. Arizona receiver Wilson, their left tackle and left guard are questionable. On defensive tackle is out with defensive end questionable. Houston running back Pierce is out with receiver Brown questionable. Arizona improved to 2-8 with their 25-23 home victory to Atlanta Falcons. Cardinals rushed for 122 yards on 26 attempts. They surrendered 184 yards rushing to the Falcons with 70 passing yards on 21 attempts. Kyler Murray, 19 of 32 passing for 249 yards with an interception. He averaged 7.8 yards per pass attempt in his return. Murray rushed for 33 yards and a touchdown. Houston 5-4, a 30-27 road win at Cincinnati. Texans rushed for 188 yards on 34 carries. They held the Bengals to 66 yards rushing on, but 314 yards passing on 40 attempts. Houston turned it over 3 times, took 2 from the Bengals. C.J. Stroud, 23 of 39 passing for 356 yards with a touchdown and interception. He averaged 9.1 yards per pass attempt and had a rushing touchdown. Arizona is allowing 27 points per game on the road. Their offense is upgraded with the mobility of Murray. Houston struggles in the passing game, allowing 70% completion rate and big plays in the passing game. Texans 6th in total offense with a great pass efficiency. Play here Arizona and Houston over 48. Raiders and Dolphins NFL pick. This one here on Sunday. Las Vegas left tackle and left guard on offense are questionable. Their starters on defense are healthy. Miami tight end Smith and fullback Ingold are questionable. Both offensive guards are out. Their defensive starters healthy. Las Vegas improved to 5-5, a 16-12 home victory to the New York Jets. Raiders rushed for 148 yards on 32 carries. They allowed 108 yards rushing to the Jets with 257 passing yards on 40 attempts. Aiden O'Connell, 16-27 for 153 yards and a touchdown with pick. He averaged 5.7 yards per pass attempt. Miami fell to 6-3 with their 21-14 defeat to Kansas City in Germany 2 weeks ago. Miami rushed for 117 yards. They allowed 3.9 yards per rush to the Chiefs with 174 passing yards on 30 attempts. Tua Tagovailoa, 21 of 34 passing for 193 yards and a touchdown. The Dolphins' injuries on the offensive line are concerned. Miami defense allowing 69% completion rate, ranking 29th in the league. The Raiders are limiting big plays in the passing game. Play here in Las Vegas, plus 14. Chargers and the Packers NFL pick. This one here on Sunday. Los Angeles receivers Keenan Allen and Jalen Guyton are questionable. Tight end Gerald Everett is out. The defensive starters are healthy. Green Bay offensive starters healthy. On defense, a safety is out with 2 linebackers and a corner questionable. Los Angeles fell to 4-5, a 41-38 home defeat to the Detroit Lions. Chargers rushed for 98 yards on 28 carries. They allowed 200 yards rushing to the Lions with 333 passing yards on 33 attempts. Justin Herbert, 27 of 40 passing for 323 yards with 4 touchdowns and an interception. He averaged 8.1 yards per pass attempt. Green Bay drops a 4-5, a 23-19 road defeat to Pittsburgh. Packers rushed for 116 yards on 24 carries. They allowed 205 yards rushing to the Steelers with 119 passing yards on 23 attempts. Green Bay had a -2 turnover margin. Los Angeles has the 31st ranked defense by allowing 393 yards a game. They allow a 68% completion rate and allow big plays in the passing game. Chargers are efficient in the passing game. Herbert 10-4 the over as a road favorite. Now this is AFC versus NFC game, so both defenses not familiar with these opposing offenses. The past 3 games, Packers are averaging 353 yards a game. Play here, Los Angeles, Green Bay over 44. Titans Jaguars NFL pick, this one here on Sunday. Tennessee receiver Burks and left tackle on offense are out. Their right guard is questionable. Defensive corner is out. Jacksonville receiver Jones and right tackle are questionable. Defense corner out with defensive end questionable. Tennessee fell to 3-6 with their 20-6 road defeats Tampa Bay. Titans rushed for 42 yards on 16 carries. They held the Bucs to 3.5 yards per rush with 263 yards passing on 29 attempts. Will Levis completed 19 of 39 passing for 199 yards and an interception. He averaged 5.1 yards per pass attempt. Jacksonville drops to 6-3 with a 34-3 home defeat to San Francisco. Jaguars rushed for 59 yards on 17 carries. They allowed 144 yards rushing to the 49ers with 293 passing yards on 28 attempts. The team allowed 5 sacks. Trevor Lawrence completed 17 of 29 passes for 185 yards with 2 interceptions. He averaged 6.4 yards per pass attempt. Tennessee in their divisional games allow 429 yards a game. Titans have lost all 6 road games, averaging 12 points and 251 yards a game. Tennessee struggles with quarterback accuracy. The Titans allow 68% completion rate, and they give up big plays in the passing game. Play here, Jacksonville -6.5. Steelers and Browns NFL pick, this one here on Sunday. All right. Pittsburgh tight end Fairmouth is questionable. On defense, their nose tackle and free safety are out. Cleveland quarterback Deshaun Watson is out for the year. The right tackle is questionable. Defensive free safety is out. Pittsburgh improved to 6-3 with their 23-19 home victory to Green Bay. Steelers rushed for 205 yards on 36 carries. They allowed 4.6 yards per rush to the Packers with 283 yards passing on 40 attempts. Pittsburgh had a +2 turnover margin. Kenny Pickett, 14-23 passing for 126 yards with 5.5 yards per pass attempt. Cleveland is 6-3 with their 33-31 road win at Baltimore. Browns rushed for 178 yards on 36 attempts. They allowed 106 yards rushing to the Ravens with 200 passing yards on 23 attempts. Each team committed 2 turnovers. Cleveland gave up 4 sacks. Sean Watson has been lost for the season with that shoulder injury. Dorian Thompson-Robinson will get the start. Completed 54% of his passes on the year with 3 picks and 3.5 yards per pass attempt. Browns overtime. Browns in their game here overcame that 14-point deficit in that final 11.5 minutes in that win. Pittsburgh offense sits 28th in the league. They struggle with quarterback accuracy and pass efficiency. Cleveland first in total defense, allowing just 242 yards a game. Pittsburgh, they are 28th in total defense, giving up 4.5 yards a carry on the ground. Play will be Cleveland -2. Cowboys and the Panthers NFL pick, this one here Sunday. Dallas starters on offense and defense healthy. Carolina tight end Hurst is out. Defensive corner is out with a safety questionable. Dallas improved to 6-3, a 49-17 home victory to New York Giants. Cowboys rushed for 168 yards on 33 carries. They allowed 111 yards rushing to the Giants with 61 passing yards on 27 attempts. Dallas registered 5 sacks. Dak Prescott 26-35 passing for 404 yards with 4 touchdowns and an interception. He averaged 11.5 yards per pass attempt and rushed for a touchdown. Carolina drops to 1-8, a 16-13 road defeat at Chicago. Panthers rushed for 43 yards on 16 carries. They surrendered 133 yards rushing to the Bears with 162 passing yards on 33 attempts. Bryce Young 21-38 passing for 185 yards with 4.9 yards per pass attempt. Dallas 4th in total offense. They sit 1st in quarterback accuracy, 71% completions. They have an efficient passing offense. Carolina 31st and second last in yards per play offensively with quarterback accuracy issues and very poor with passing efficiency. Several losses by the Panthers by double digits. Play here, Dallas minus 10.5. Giants and Commanders, NFL pick this one here on Sunday. New York right tackle is out with their left tackle questionable. Washington fullback Armah is out. On defense, their defensive end is out. New York fell to 2-8 with a 49-17 road defeat to Dallas. Giants rushed for 111 yards on 23 attempts. They gave up 5 sacks. New York allowed 168 yards rushing to the Cowboys with 472 yards passing on 44 attempts. Tommy DeVito is questionable with a shoulder injury, and he's limited in early practice. He completed 14 of 27 passes for 86 yards, 2 touchdowns, and interception. He averaged 3.2 yards per pass attempt. Now, Matt Barkley is the backup. Jacob Eason resides on the practice squad. Washington drops a 4-6, a 29-26 road defeat at Seattle. Commanders rushed for 68 yards on 14 carries. They allowed 120 yards rushing to the Seahawks with 369 passing yards on 47 attempts. Sam Howell completed 29 of 44 passes for 312 yards and 3 touchdowns. He averaged 7.1 yards per pass attempt. Washington has the 29th ranked defense by allowing 381 yards a game. They give up 4.4 yards per rush and give up big plays in the passing game. The Commanders are inefficient in their passing game. Washington at home allows 33 points and 355 yards a game. Play here, New York Giants plus 9. Bears and Lions, NFL pick this one here on Sunday. Chicago starters on offense are healthy. On defense, 2 linebackers are questionable. Detroit fullback and left guard out. Their defensive starters healthy. Chicago improved to 3-7, a 16-13 home victory at Carolina. Bears rushed for 133 yards on 37 carries. They held the Panthers to 43 rushing yards on 16 attempts. Justin Fields is expected to return from that thumb injury that sidelined him for 4 games. Fields completes 62% of his passes with 7.4 yards per pass attempt. He averages 5 yards per rush. Detroit 7-2 after their 41-38 road victory at Los Angeles Chargers. Lions rushed for 200 yards on 21 carries. They limited the Chargers to 3.4 yards per rush with 323 yards passing on 40 attempts. Jared Goff 23 of 33 passing for 333 yards with 2 touchdowns. He averaged 10 yards per pass attempt, a season high. Fields form after missing 4 games. The concern is it could be rusty in this spot. Chicago struggles with quarterback accuracy and pass efficiency. Lions are a good defensive team. They sit second in total offense, which with strength with the run and pass. Chicago allows opposing quarterbacks 68% completion rate. Player Detroit minus 7.5. Buccaneers and 49ers NFL pick. Here we go for Sunday. Tampa Bay left guard is questionable on offense. A linebacker and corner questionable defensively. Now, San Francisco left guard questionable on offense. Their starters healthy on defense. Tampa Bay improved to 4-5, a 20-6 home victory to Tennessee. Buccaneers rushed for 77 yards on 29 carries. They held the Titans to 42 rushing yards, 167 yards passing on 39 attempts. Baker Mayfield 18 of 29 passing for 278 yards with 2 touchdowns and interception. He averaged 9.6 yards per pass attempt. San Francisco improved to 6-3, a 34-3 road victory at Jacksonville. 49ers rushed for 144 yards on 30 carries. They held the Jaguars to 59 rushing yards with 160 yards passing on 32 attempts. San Francisco had a +4 turnover margin. Brock Purdy 19 of 26 passing for 296 yards and 3 touchdowns. He averaged 11.5 yards per pass attempt. San Francisco key players are healthy and they're pounded teams in this position at home. Tampa Bay runs for 3.1 yards a carry, which is last in the league. San Francisco defense outstanding against the run and pass. Tampa Bay very poor in pass defense, giving up big plays. Pay here, San Francisco minus 12. Seahawks and the Rams NFL pick. Here we go for Sunday. Seattle receiver Tyler Lockett questionable. On defense, the safety is questionable. Los Angeles is healthy on offense. On defense, a corner is questionable. Seattle improved to 6-3, a 29-26 home victory to Washington. Seahawks rushed for 120 yards on 26 carries. They held the Commanders to 68 rushing yards with 288 yards passing on 44 attempts. Geno Smith, 31 of 47 passes for 269 yards and 2 touchdowns. He averaged 7.9 yards per pass attempt. Los Angeles 3-6 after their 20-3 road defeat to Green Bay. Rams rushed for 68 yards on 26 carries. They allowed 184 yards rushing to the Packers with 207 yards passing on 26 attempts. Matthew Stafford missed the Packer game with a thumb injury, but expected to play. Stafford is completing 60% of his passes with 7.4 yards per pass attempt. Seattle running for 4.2 yards a carry and efficient in their run game. The Rams defense allowing 4.2 yards a carry, and their secondary is giving up big plays. Los Angeles struggles with quarterback accuracy, just 1-3 straight up at home. Play here Seattle at +2. The Jets and the Bills, NFL pick for action on Sunday. New York receiver Garrett Wilson is questionable. They're healthy on defense. Buffalo has healthy starters on offense and defense. New York fell to 4-5, a 16-12 road defeat to Las Vegas. Jets rushed for 108 yards on 21 carries. They allowed 148 yards rushing to the Raiders with 126 yards passing on 27 attempts. Zach Wilson, 23 of 39 passing for 263 yards and an interception. He averaged 6.7 yards per pass attempt and rushed for 54 yards. Buffalo drops to 5-5, a 24-22 home defeat to Denver. Bills rushed for 192 yards on 26 carries. They allowed 122 yards rushing to the Broncos with 178 passing yards on 29 attempts. Josh Allen, 15 of 26 for 177 yards with a touchdown and 2 interceptions. He averaged 6.8 yards per pass attempt and had a rushing touchdown. New York, in their past 3 games, averaging just 10 points a game, having trouble getting in the end zone. They average just 230 yards a game against the division. This is 29th ranked offense in the NFL with issues with quarterback accuracy and passing efficiency. The Bills have the 7th rated offense and accurate in the quarterback play, 70% completion rate. Play your Buffalo -7.5. Vikings and Broncos, NFL pick for Sunday. Minnesota running back Madison is questionable on offense. On defensive corners out. Denver starters on offense and defense healthy. Minnesota improved to 6-4 with their 27-19 home victory to New Orleans. Vikings rushed for 125 yards on 33 carries. They held the Saints to 65 rushing yards with 215 passing on 43 attempts. Minnesota had a +2 turnover margin. Joshua Dobbs, 23 of 34 passing for 268 yards with a touchdown. He averaged 7.9 yards per pass attempt and rushed for 44 yards and a touchdown. Denver 4-5, a 24-22 road defeat to the Buffalo Bills on Monday night. Road victory, that is, road win. The Broncos rushed for 122 yards on 38 attempts. They allowed 192 yards rushing to the Bills with 177 passing yards on 26 attempts. Denver had a +3 turnover margin. Russell Wilson, 24 of 29 passing for 193 yards with 2 touchdowns. He averaged 6.7 yards per pass attempt. Denver's won and covered 3 straight behind strong defense, allowing 16 points a game. Minnesota is not a good running team, averaging 3.7 yards a carry. The Broncos are running effectively and getting accurate quarterback play. The play here will be Denver -2.5. All right, that was our NFL Pick Show here for Sunday. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have free NFL picks updated all season long. Free picks every day from all the major sports, making it a great time to subscribe. And also, if you would support our channel with that like, that thumbs up, we greatly appreciate it. Then visit our site, TonySpeaks.com, for our best plays. Our premium picks are there. Remember the promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save that 20% off. Remember, TonySpeaks.com is brought to you by the Rhythm app. Create your custom sports betting models now with the Rhythm app and claim your 14-day free trial when you download it at the Apple, Google, and Android store. All right, I'm Tony T. We'll be back later with more free picks.